Welcome. Have you ever noticed that we have any number of healing modalities in our world today, and yet we still have so many issues and we still have so many problems? And in fact, it seems that the world is in a state of crisis at this time, between climate change, cultural collapse, personal suffering and struggling. Why is this? Perhaps part of the answer lies in the notion that there's a way in which healing turns into action and turns into a way of being in the world. This is one of the questions we're raising and one of the questions we'll look at in an upcoming workshop that we'll be hosting.
Thank you, Travis. Our first workshop we have coming up is revisioning primal inheritances, and we're going to of course start with being at the very beginning. Before we move out into how we are in the world, we need to start with where we came in to the world, what energies were present with our parents, into the family we came into, in the womb time that we were inside, what was happening, what was impacting us, and what energies did we come in with that are innately with us, or something we're carrying, some extra baggage perhaps. So we're going to be investigating at the very beginning in this first workshop in the series that is called Finding Your Inner Gold. And this is where we need to start in order to begin to uncover what is not us, what is not innately me, but what I'm carrying, what I've inherited from my ancestors, what I've brought in from my mother, my grandmother, from many different places. And as we uncover and begin to heal and release and even revision the relationship that we're having with our ancestors, we begin to be able to glimpse what is innately us, what is my deeper nature when we let go of what I thought was true, what I was conditioned to believe was true by all of my parents, my ancestors, my family members, and everybody else.
We'll also be looking at the way that we carry our history, our ancestral history forward, and the way that we as Americans and North Americans and former Europeans, for the most part, have sort of sought to erase and forget about our past and our history. And we'll be looking at the way that these patterns show up in the vital creative disciplines that we'll be offering: breath work, dream work, sound healing, soul painting, and more. In these practices, one of the fascinating things that occurs is these energies show up on their own, with their own voice and with their own tone, shape, and color. So it's worth exploring and working with and bringing our conscious attention to these energies. We hope that you'll join us, and we do see this as an opportunity to gather in community in order to welcome the gifts that you have to bring, in addition to the gifts that we will be bringing to the table in our lifelong learning of healing and transformation and the arts of change.
Well, that's because part of our gifts are helping others, perhaps like you, to open up and awaken to your deeper soul nature and to share the gifts, your inner gold that you came here to share. And the reason it's so powerful to do it in community, as I do a lot of work one-on-one with people, but to then come into community and offer these gifts is allowing yourself to truly be seen, acknowledged, and recognized. And it's a form of initiation into stepping into your power in this lifetime, in this body.
That's right, and it's one of the missing pieces for a lot of us because we live and work within such a highly individualized culture that many of us have gone through any number of ordeals throughout the course of our lifetimes, but we haven't been welcomed back on what we could call the return leg of the journey. We haven't made the return, so we aren't yet able to give our gifts. So if you find that this resonates with you, and we hope that you will, we look forward to doing some vital, vibrant, important, deeply engaging and enjoyable and influential work together.
We hope to call in those of you who are ready to take the me out to the we and to connect with all the people here on this planet that also are ready to connect with you and connect with the trees and the animals and the air and the water, and to recognize we are all connected to all beings and all things on this planet.
So we are.
Thank you.
Blessed be. Thank you. Thank you for listening.